Stop everything you're doing right now and listen closely. There's something critical happening in your conversation with women that you're completely overlooking every single day. Women are secretly broadcasting their true feelings through 3 simple words. And I guarantee you've heard them before, without realizing their explosive meaning. What if I told you that when a woman says these specific phrases, it's not just casual conversation, it's her subconscious screaming that she's attracted to you? The shocking part, over 90% of men hear these words every day and completely miss their hidden meaning. But today, you're getting the decoder. Key, these aren't pickup lines or obvious compliments. They're the subtle, seemingly innocent phrases women use when they're starting to develop real feelings. The kind of phrases that slip out when she's comfortable, when she lets her guard down, when her true emotions leak through. By the end of this video, you'll never listen to women the same way again. You'll be able to detect attraction in ordinary conversations. You'll finally understand what she really means when she says those 3 little words. So if you're ready to upgrade your dating IQ and see the hidden signs you've been missing, pay very close attention right now. Amelia here from Stoic Paradox. And before we begin, I want you to think about the last time a woman said something that made you pause, that made you wonder, was that just friendly? Or was there something more? What if I told you there's a scientific reason you can't shake that feeling after analyzing over 1 serious hours of real conversations? Psychologists have identified 3 specific phrases women unconsciously use when developing romantic feelings, and they're not what you'd expect. Here's the painful truth. Right now as you watch this, women in your life could be sending you clear signals of attraction through ordinary conversations. The coworker who always finds excuses to talk to you. The friend who remembers little details about your life. That girl who texts you just because they might be revealing their true feelings every day while you remain completely unaware. At Stoic Paradox, we specialize in decoding the hidden patterns of human connection. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to listen for, the subtle but undeniable verbal cues that slip out when a woman starts seeing you differently. These aren't pickup artist tricks or cheap manipulation tactics. This is real evidence-based psychology that will change how you understand every interaction with women moving forward. By the end of this video, you'll have what we call the attraction advantage, the ability to recognize romantic interest with startling accuracy to never again wonder, does she like me? But fair warning, once you learn these 3 phrases, you'll start hearing them everywhere and you'll never be able to unhear them again. So tell me, are you ready to see what's been hiding in plain sight all along? Alright, let's kick things off with the first word, you matter. Now this isn't your typical compliment. It's not just a simple phrase or a polite thing to say when a woman says, you matter. It's an incredibly intentional and significant statement. It's one of those phrases that cuts right to the core. You see in any relationship, whether it's romantic or even a deep friendship, there are many levels of connection. But when someone says you matter, they're letting you know that your presence in their life is important in a way that goes beyond surface level interactions. Think about it. How often do you hear people casually say, you matter, to just anyone? Not that often, right? So when a woman says it, it's a huge signal that she's recognizing you for more than just being there. She's acknowledging your influence, your personality, your support, and maybe even your struggles. This isn't just a flippant statement. It's her way of telling you that you've made an impact on her life. Let's dig a little deeper into this. Have you ever been around someone who just genuinely listens to you? not just waiting for their turn to speak, but actively paying attention to what you say, how you feel, and what's important to you. When a woman tells you, you matter, it's often because you've shown her that you can provide that level of attention and care. You've demonstrated that you're someone who isn't just in the moment with her, but that you're emotionally invested in her life, her feelings, and her experiences. And here's the thing, when someone tells you that you matter, they're also recognizing your value. This goes beyond just the superficial aspects of attraction. This is about the essence of who you are as a person. She's telling you that she sees something in you that goes deeper than what can be seen at face value. Maybe it's the way you think, the way you treat others, the way you challenge her to be better, or how you stand by her when she needs support. It's a reminder that relationships are built on respect and appreciation. When she says, you matter, it's a reflection of the connection you've built and the effort you've both put into getting to know each other on a deeper level. This phrase isn't said lightly. It's a recognition that you've become significant in her life, and that kind of significance isn't something that's easily earned. It's earned through trust, consistency, and the emotional bonds you formed. So when you hear you matter, take a moment to appreciate the weight of those words. It's not just about feeling appreciated in the moment. It's a sign that she's beginning to think about you in a much more long-term, deeper and meaningful way. It's not just about attraction anymore. It's about connection, emotional depth, and truly valuing each other's presence. Now moving on to the second word, and this one is huge. If you've ever been in a conversation with someone where they start using the word we instead of I, that's a major shift in how they see you. When a woman starts talking about we, whether it's about plans, goals, or future events, she's doing more than just suggesting ideas. She's letting you know that she sees you as a partner, someone she envisions being within a shared future. This is a powerful shift because it means her thinking has moved beyond just the present moment, and she's including you in her future. So let's break it down. The word we is all about inclusion. It's about thinking in terms of a partnership, a team. When she says, we should go on that trip, or we can handle this together, she's not just making a suggestion. She's telling you she values your input. She's thinking of you as someone she wants to be with, and she sees you as an integral part of her life. Going forward, here's where it gets interesting. You might have heard the phrase, you can tell how serious someone is about you by how they talk about the future. Well, that's exactly what we signifies. It's not about saying, I'll go to the store, or I'll try this thing. No, it's about involving you in the vision. She's not just thinking about herself anymore. She's thinking about both of you, and that's a powerful moment in any relationship. Now, when she uses the word we, it's also a signal that she's emotionally invested in creating a shared experience. It's no longer about living in two separate worlds or doing your own thing on your own time. It's about blending your lives together, even if it's just in small ways. Maybe she's talking about future plans, whether that's travel, life goals, or even just making a decision together about what to do on the weekend. These seemingly small moments are actually big emotional signals that show she's trying to build something with you. And here's the thing, this isn't something that happens overnight for a woman to begin using we in her language. It means she's already started to imagine the future with you. She's thinking beyond the present, and that's not something you do for just and when it takes emotional depth, trust, and a connection that goes beyond casual interest. So when she starts saying things like, we've got this, or we're in this together, It's her way of telling you that she's invested in this journey with you, and that journey might be just beginning, but it's already moving towards something bigger. And don't forget, we also symbolizes mutual respect. She's not just including you in her plans, she's valuing your opinion, your thoughts and your presence. It shows that she sees you as an equal in their relationship, not someone on the outside looking in. It's a clear indicator that the connection is deepening and that she's no longer seeing you just as someone she likes in the moment. She's seeing you as someone she wants to share her life with moving forward. And now we come to the third and possibly the most meaningful word a woman might say when she's developing true feelings for you: safe. Now this one goes way beyond romance. It's not flashy. It's not poetic, but it's powerful. Maybe more powerful than any romantic phrase you could ever hear. Because when a woman says, "I feel safe with you," she's not just talking about physical protection. She's talking about emotional safety, mental peace, a deep personal trust. That's incredibly rare in this world. You see, in today's fast-paced, often chaotic world, feeling safe, genuinely safe, is a rare luxury. We're all walking around with walls up, with past baggage, with silent insecurities we rarely talk about. So when a woman looks you in the eyes and tells you that you make her feel safe, it means you've broken through all of that. It means she can breathe little easier around you. She can let her guard down. She doesn't feel like she needs to impress you or pretend she can just be. Let's pause there for a second, because that's no small thing. When she says safe, it means you've created a space where she feels emotionally supported. She knows you won't judge her for showing her true self, whether that's her weird sense of humor, her ambitious dreams, or the parts of her past she's not proud of. You've shown her consistency, presence, and patience. 3 things that are increasingly rare and incredibly valuable in a world filled with distractions and half-hearted attention. And don't confuse this with being passive or just nice feeling. Safe doesn't mean you're avoiding difficult conversations or sugarcoating everything. Quite the opposite. It means you're honest with her in a respectful way. It means you're stable. She knows that when life throws chaos her way, you won't add to the storm. You'll be the calm in it. It's also a sign that she's beginning to build a deeper emotional bond with you. Because emotional safety is the foundation of love. Attraction might spark the fire, but safety keeps it burning. When she feels safe, she opens up more, shares more, connects more. That's how real intimacy is built. Not just physical, but emotional, mental, even spiritual. So if she ever says the words, "I feel safe with you," I don't take it lightly. That's not just a compliment. That's trust. That's vulnerability. That's her saying, "I choose you as my peace." And if a woman starts seeing you as her safe space, you can bet she's already feeling something real, something lasting. This one word, safe, might just be the clearest sign that you're no longer just someone she likes. You're becoming someone she loves. So let's take a step back and reflect on what we've just uncovered. These 3 words, you matter, we, and safe, may seem simple on the surface, but they carry layers of meaning beneath them. These aren't just phrases thrown into conversation. They're emotional signals, subtle indicators that someone is beginning to let their guard down and let you in. When a woman says, "You matter," she's acknowledging your significance. She's telling you that your presence affects her in a meaningful way. When she starts saying "we" instead of "is," she's no longer thinking in solo terms. She's visualizing a partnership. She's choosing to imagine you in her world and herself in yours. And when she says, "I feel safe with you," that's the emotional jackpot. That means trust. That means vulnerability. That means she sees you not just as a man, but as a refuge, a place of peace in a world full of noise. And here's what I want you to remember, especially if you're someone who values depth over drama, substance over surface. It's not always about what people do loudly. Sometimes it's the quiet words, the small shifts, the little phrase ducked into everyday conversations that reveal everything you need to know. That's the beauty of emotional intelligence. And that's the power of awareness, something we're always striving to sharpen here at Stoic Paradox. If this video helped you recognize these signs or gave you a new perspective, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people can find this message. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Paradox, where we don't chase hype, we seek clarity. Every week, we explore topics around mindset, emotional mastery, and human connection. Because being strong isn't just about the outside, it's about mastering what's within. Drop a comment below. Have you heard any of these words before? Did they mean something more in hindsight? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, for thinking deeper, and for being part of this journey.